Luxor is the current name for what was originally called Waset. W-A-apostrophe-S-E-T, Waset. After Waset, when the Greeks came and eventually the students come and invaded the Egyptians in 332, the year 332, which was the 31st dynasty, and they came all the way down to what was Waset. Waset was being used until those times as it was the capital of the country, and it was equally the head of the Grand Lodge. And may I remind you that by 332, Waset was very old, to the point that it had been conquered by the Greeks. But in the days when it was, for instance, it was the capital of Akhenaten before he changed it and went to the city of where they did the special artwork. It's the tongue of Akhenaten, but there's a different name, and I'll remember it before I finish. And when he went there, it was the capital under which Akhenaten did much of his rule. It was where Ramesses II did most of his work relating to his activities in wars against different states. It was the council. When you come to Waset or Luxor, Luxor is called the city of thousands of windows. When you come there, you would notice that it was occupied by over 40 different pharaohs and queens, and each of them established something that relates to them personally. For example, 2.5 miles from Waset is Karnak. Karnak, you heard of temples. If you take St. Patrick's Cathedral downtown, you take St. John Divine up here under 110th Street, you take the Cathedral of Notre Dame, and you take the one in England, put them together, you could still run the Indy 500 around them. That's literally, you go there and you could go down for as far as you could see. You would see that that is the temple. Temples within the temple. And got its own swimming lake for the priests. And that's why I said, if you go one time here and you had the belief that I didn't have much, you would lose it immediately. You would come back stepping on grass in the air. I said, you will swell with pride in yourself. You would go and look at the Colosseum. You would look at, you know, I used to have one time, and I've been carrying trips since 1945, and I used to go to Italy and the capital outside of the capital of Greece, and then come to Athens, and then come to Egypt, just so they could see what happened. Just there so they could see how the European copied the African and then bring the people back. And now I figure it's a waste of time going there anyhow. So I say you could always buy a postcard and see it.